Laney Gosnell to tip it up with Nye Hamilton. And Hamilton wins the tip to Camp. Camp gives it up to DJ Williams over to Torrey Cash. Back over to Williams down low. First shot of the game for Nye Hamilton off the mark.
And a good possession there from Coastal, getting the ball inside with a little bunny of a shot, but Nye Hamilton can't get it to go.
Ashley Polachek swings it around the perimeter to Bailey Plummer. Over to Brooke Biggett. Biggett finds Pre Stanley. 5 on the shot clock. Stanley drives it down low. Layup is no good. Possession remains with Appalachian State.
And a very good defensive possession from the Chanticleers right there. They don't finish it off. They allow a baseline drive. DJ Williams there to help. They don't finish it off. They're going to need to rebound well today.
Stanley and Polachek, the two lead guards for App State, are the focal point of the Mountaineers team. Chanticleers want to focus on those two. Stanley over to Gosnell for 3. First shot is no good. Rebound. Stanley off the mark. And defensive rebounded by DJ Williams.
2 offensive rebounds for App State to start the game early. DJ Williams pushing the ball in transition, but they're going to have to rebound. DJ Williams was the one who rebounded that last possession. Chanticleers are going to have to key in on rebounding early.
Rebounding could be a key factor in today's contest. All season long, the Chanticleers have owned the glass. They're second in the Sun Belt in rebounding, but a couple of offensive rebounds already for the Mountaineers. Williams gets that defensive rebound, pushes it up the court, does what she does. Now she's at the free throw line.
And interesting, the offensive rebound from a guard on App State. Both of them from a guard on App State. So sometimes it's not just the taller players that you expect to rebound well for you. The guards have to do their job as well.
Mountaineers average about 12 offensive rebounds per game, already with 3 in this first quarter. As Polachek gives it over to Plummer. Plummer to Stanley. DJ Williams cuts Stanley off. Good perimeter defense by DJ Williams, pressuring Pre Stanley. Stanley in the lane. Stanley drives it. Foul called on number 3, Torrey Cash for the Chanticleers. And Kaylin West, early substitution for Caitlin Roche.
See, DJ Williams just gets a little bit out of place there defensively. Such great effort from Williams on both sides of the ball.
DJ Williams definitely aggressive on the defensive end. Not only is she a fantastic offensive player, but she gets it done as well on the defensive end, averaging almost 3 steals per contest. Stanley able to knock down both free throws. Williams over to West, who just checked into the game. West puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Nye Hamilton. Over to Williams. Back over to Cash on the perimeter. Torrey Cash. Back over to DJ Williams. So Williams in the lane. Circus shot by DJ Williams. No good. Mountaineers race down the court. Gosnell 4-2 for Appalachian State.
And App State is working to get the shot that they want. They haven't forced any quick perimeter shots. They're working to get the shot that they want. Everything's been at the rim for them so far. And Gosnell gets one in transition just by outrunning Coastal.
Mountaineers giving Coastal Carolina a bit of their own medicine with that transition bucket. Chanticleers known for their transition offense. Nye Hamilton down low, off. Janae Camp, offensive rebound, put back, and 1 for Janae Camp.
And Nye Hamilton has had 2 attempts close to the rim. We talked about Plummer earlier being a very good defensive player for App State. Camp with the offensive rebound here and is able to get one to go.
The Chanticleers definitely have a size advantage with Camp and Hamilton. Both of them have size and strength down low for the Mountaineers as Camp able to finish off that 3-point play. Mountaineer basketball. Gosnell over to Polachek. She brings it up court. Guarded by Torrey Cash. Polachek. Wild shot there.
You got
Porter.
You got to love it. Camp getting on the ground for a loose ball. She runs the floor, giving Coastal possession.
So Nia Hamilton down low once again. Caitlin West step back. Call for steps. It's Caitlin West.
The Chanticleer is like a little bit revved up on the offensive end. They don't look settled. App State doing a really good job of being active. Coastal wants to get the ball to the interior. App State not making it easy for them.
Senior day here in Conway, South Carolina, inside the HTC Center. As you can see, some nerves early on here for Coastal Carolina. A lot on the line. Not only is a regular season Sun Belt championship on the line, but the #1 seed heading into that Sun Belt tournament next week.
Absolutely. And, you know, as a coach, you really want to limit how much your players talk about it because it really is another game. It's another game, and you got to come focused, ready to compete. But sometimes players will look at social media too much, or they'll read the press clippings and not be ready for the game at hand because they're thinking too much about what's at stake.
See, Michelle Porter beats the shot clock with the layup for the Mountaineers. They're up 6-5 early on in this one. Down low to Hamilton. Hamilton finds Cash at the top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Tori Cash.
And you got to love that from Nia Hamilton. She gets it on the block where she likes it. She hasn't scored a couple of times. Kicks it out to a wide open Cash for three.
Tori Cash, one of the best three-point shooters in the Sun Belt Conference. Great defense there by Janae Kemp. Held ball. Possession remains with Appalachian State. You see Coach Jada Williams for the Chanticleers upset with that call. Mountaineers were about to get out on the break, something that they do oh so well.
Well, I'll be upset with that call too, man. Good defense from Camp there, but DJ Williams gets overextended there, allowing that drive. She's got to be a little bit more patient and disciplined on the defensive end.
Williams tends to play those passing lanes, looking for the steal. As Porter dribbles it out over to Gosnell from downtown. Lenny Gosnell's three-point shot is off, and it caroms out of bounds. Possession goes to Coastal Carolina as Janae Kemp looks to put the ball in play. Substitutions for Appalachian State. Brooke Beggett in for Polachek, and Armani Hampton checks in for Laney Gosnell.
And App State has been patient getting great shots. Gosnell is a very good three-point shooter, but a great contest from DJ Williams makes it difficult. Chanticleers, let's see what they do on the offensive end. This zone from App State has been giving them trouble.
Pass down low to Nia Hamilton. Shot off the mark for the senior out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. The Mountaineers bring it up court. Biggett down low to Bailey. Turnover for Appalachian State. DJ Williams in the open court. Williams crosses it over, right to left. In the lane, left hand Frito-Lay for DJ Williams.
And transition is a big key for Coastal Carolina. DJ Williams pushes the ball as good as anybody else in the country. She gets all the way to the rim. One of the best ways to beat a zone is to get there before it gets set up. So good push and transition from Williams.
You heard it from Coach Collin. Beat the defense down the court as App State gets another offensive rebound. Michaela Porter for two. Caitlin West in the open court. Jump shot is good. Kay West.
Caitlin West, she gets her feet set before she goes on that one. Great shooter when she's got her balance.
We got bringing the ball up the court. Over to Stanley. Good perimeter defense here by the Chanticleer. Switch off on defense. Stanley baseline. Out to Porter. Her three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Nia Hamilton. Kicks it up to DJ Williams. Over to West. Pump fake by Caitlin West down low to Janae Kemp. Kemp is fouled down low. She goes into her shot slow to get up is Janae Kemp.
And if you see, Janae Camp didn't have exactly what she wanted on the catch, so she took a dribble. She gives a little shoulder fake, steps through to get the shot that she wants. Good job.
Timeout on the court, and we're going to step away. First quarter action, Coastal Carolina. And we are back here in the HTC Center. First quarter action, Coastal Carolina leading Appalachian State 12-6 Sun Belt action. Senior day here in the HTC Center. Now, Coach, let's look at some of the keys to the game for today's matchup.
Well, absolutely. The Mountaineers need to defend the arc. They're last in the Sun Belt in opponent field point percentage, and they haven't given any up today, so they're doing well on that. They've got to box out. The rebounds are actually 6-6 right now, so they're doing a really good job. And then they have to be able to guard in transition, and the shots are getting out a little bit here already, but they're going to have to do a better job.
And what are the keys to the game for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers?
They're going to have to stay focused. It's senior day. It's an emotional day. They know what's on the line. They'll have to stay focused on just taking care of business. And then certainly they're just going to have to dictate tempo and play their game. They thrive in transition. We all know that. And then they're just going to have to go ahead and take care of business, handle the game, win it, so that they can clinch their first ever Sun Belt Championship. Regular season.
Ashley Polachek there with the runner in the lane. Chanticleers pass down the court. Asia Blunt off the bench. Her first shot is no good. Gets her own offensive rebound. Kicks it to Kay West with the jump shot. No good as well. See Plummer and Kemp battling down low. Out of bounds, Appalachian State basketball.
And the rebounding pretty even so far. Both teams going after it. I really like how Coastal Carolina, their bigs will kick it out to their guards if they don't have the shot that they like. It's been a big key to their success this year, their unselfishness.
See the Chanticleers leading 13-10 here in the first quarter as Ashley Polachek for the Mountaineers brings the ball up the court. Guarded by Tori Cash. Bailey sets the screen. West has Polachek now. Priest Stanley on the wing. Cut off by Cash. Over to Porter. Back over to Polachek. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Polachek, pull-up jump shot. No good. You see foul call over the back on number 42, Bailey Plummer, her first.
And as a coach, you want your players going after offensive rebounders. If they're good rebounders, that you want them going after offensive rebounds. If they get a foul, and that, it's just one that you kind of assume is going to happen. One or two of those a game.
App State has gotten several good looks, just not able to knock it down. Hanging around here in the first quarter in the HTC Center. DJ Williams, left-hand shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up. And DJ Williams for two.
And that's just who she is. She's a scrapper. She'll do whatever it takes to get it done. She misses her first shot, gets it back, and then gets the second one to go.
You see Lainey Goslow left open on the perimeter. Knocks it down from three. See West trying to find Asia Blunt down low off of a Mountaineer. You see Jackie Chris checking in for Bailey Plummer. Chris, a 6'3" freshman from Sterling, Virginia. Mountaineers on defense. Coastal Carolina throws it into Kay West. Over to Cash. Down low to Blunt. Blunt with the right hand. Hook shot is good for Asia Blunt.
And a little bit off balance, but she's got such great touch in her hands. She catches the ball really well. She finishes around the rim really well. And she's got great touch. Gets that one to go.
Yeah, Blunt entering this contest second in Sun Belt play and field goal percentage at 56%. Stanley over to Porter. Back over to Gosno for three again. Annie Gosno, her second straight three-point shot. 17-16, Coastal Carolina.
And Gosno, a confident three-point shooter. She missed her first two, gets her second two to go. She's going to keep shooting. Coastal's going to have to defend that well.
Turnover there by Coastal. The whistle on the, see what's on this call. On number 21, Asia Blunt, her first, team second. Hamilton checking back in for Asia Blunt. And for Appalachian State, number 44, Haley McDonald checks in for Jackie Chris. I can hear you. App State inbounds it to Priest Stanley. Stanley turns the corner. Her shot is no good off glass. Polachek tries to chase it down, and it goes out of bounds. Possession goes over to Coastal Carolina.
And you can tell the fire that App State has come into this game with. They have no intention of just rolling over in this one. Coastal Carolina is going to have to do what it takes to secure the game. Right now, App State dictating tempo. They've slowed the game down. They're playing their matchup zone, making it difficult for the Chanticleers, and there's another steal from App State.
Some turnover by Coastal Carolina. The Mountaineers go down court, foul on number 30, Hamilton. Her first on Nia Hamilton, her first, team's third. The Mountaineers trailing only by 1 point here in the HTC Center. Coastal Carolina again on the line. Chanticleers trying to secure a regular season championship and a number 1 seed in the Sun Belt. Priest Stanley puts the Mountaineers on top, 18-17. 54 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Williams finds Hamilton. Her jump shot is short.
And Chanticleers one and done there. Nia Hamilton with a 15-footer that she can definitely get to go. What we haven't seen out of Coastal yet is the ball movement and the slashing and the passing and cutting. And sometimes a zone will do that to you. It'll make you a little stagnant. It'll make you second-guess some of your passes. App State doing a very good job dictating tempo defensively.
The App State head coach Angel Erderkin has employed that zone defense, slowing the Chanticleers down. As the Mountaineers drive to the bucket. Layup is no good. Fight for the offensive rebound. Foul called on the Mountaineers as it was a scrum for a rebound. Haley McDonald for Appalachian State is called for the foul. Her first, team's 5th.
And we got a nice little bit of acting from Nia Hamilton right there. She caught a little bit of a forearm from McDonald, but she's up for an Oscar for that one.
But sometimes you got to sell the call.
You got to sell it
to get the attention of the officials.
Certainly.
This is going to give Coastal Carolina an opportunity for the last shot of the quarter and trying to regain the lead after App State has hung around, and now they lead the Chanticleers by 1 with 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Cash brings it up to Esmond. Esmond trapped in the corner, tied up. Possession remains with Coastal Carolina.
And the Chanticleers are fortunate there because that was a super quick jump ball.
A good trap on the perimeter. Esmond in the corner for 3. Off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by DJ Williams. Williams finds Cash at the buzzer. Her 3-point shot is no good. And after we are back at the HTC Center where Appalachian State has the 18-17 lead over Coastal Carolina, and you look at the graphic, Coach Colin, DJ Williams, one heck of a senior season.
Absolutely. Getting it done in all kinds of ways. Scores well, rebounds well. I mean, she feeds her team. She is the lifeblood of this team. As she goes, her energy goes, the Chanticleers go.
Williams leading the Sun Belt in scoring as Lainey Gosnell knocks down another 3 for the Mountaineers, and they have a 21-17 lead over Coastal Carolina here as we begin action in the second quarter. Mountaineers try to go down low to Hamilton. Fouled on that one by Michaela Porter.
And Coastal just can't get into an offensive rhythm. Kudos to App State and their matchup zone that's giving them difficulty. App State's communicating very well, moving and talking and taking away what Coastal wants to do on that first option.
Chanticleers have yet to figure it out as play is stopped once again. Officials talking things over.
It's a shot clock.
Shot clock situation. 18 on the shot clock as Williams is set to inbound it for Coastal. To Janae Camp. Camp back out to Cash. Cash is cut off. Finds Williams. Williams step back jump shot is good for DJ Williams.
And I tell you what, they're going to need her to get going. Now, right now, the Chanticleers need to stop.
In the half-court set, Coastal Carolina has struggled. They thrive in transition. App State has done a good job of not letting them get easy buckets on the break. Polachek sets it up top for the Mountaineers. Over to Gosnell. Good closeout there by DJ Williams. Bailey. Over to Stanley. Stanley wide open from downtown. Her three-pointer is no good.
And I don't know if you noticed that, but DJ Williams decided not to cover Stanley in the corner because Gosnell has hit 3 in a row. DJ Williams, the savvy player that she is, just stayed connected to Gosnell. The worst shooter got the shot for DJ Williams.
I would call that a great decision. You have to know the percentages, and you have to know in game who's shooting well. And Gosnell has knocked down a couple of threes. Good defensive decision there by DJ Williams.
That's right.
Tori Cash tries to turn that corner. Ashley Polachek called for the blocking call. Polachek second, team second here in the second quarter. Michaela Porter checking in for Polachek for Appalachian State. And in this second quarter, Coastal Carolina has to figure out a way to break this zone defense of Coastal. Chanticleer still trying to figure things out. Got to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Tori Cash on the perimeter. Over to DJ Williams. Williams trapped in the corner. Williams floater is good. DJ Williams.
And DJ Williams can score at all 3 levels. Chanticleers not doing a little dose of their own medicine there from App State in transition.
DJ Williams taking it upon herself to get right back at the Mountaineers. 4-2 after Bree Stanley scored in a transition bucket. Good seal by Bailey Plummer to free Stanley up for that layup. DJ Williams comes right back down for the Chanticleers. App State, Stanley on the perimeter drives. She's able to pick up another foul on Nye Hamilton, and that's Hamilton's 3rd foul in this first half. Her second, excuse me. Hamilton is going to go to the bench as you see that replay. Stanley driving the baseline. Fouled by Hamilton. Asia Blunt checks in for Hamilton. And Blunt is no drop-off when Asia Blunt enters the game.
Absolutely not.
See Asia Blunt with the defensive rebound. Williams races up the court. Upon herself again. Goes to the bucket. Fouled on the layup attempt.
And I think DJ Williams, I don't know if Coach Williams just said, hey, DJ, it's time. I think DJ just feels it. I think she feels it. I think she knows it. She knows her team needs a spark. And that was almost not even transition. That was a rebound by Asia Blunt, and it was semi-transition. And DJ just forces the issue, and she gets a couple here at the free throw line.
And you mentioned Coach Williams. Coach Williams is having an historic season here at Coastal, but they got to finish the deal today. And DJ Williams is a big part of finishing that deal. She senses in this game that her team is struggling offensively. She's one of the players who can put the ball on the deck and create her own shots as well as create shots for others. You see Williams trying to take the game over right now for Coastal.
She got the last 6 for the Chanticleers, and her team goes as she goes. Coastal's got to get some stops, consecutive stops, in order for them to stretch out a lead.
See, the Chanticleers have regained the lead. Stanley's jump shot is off. Offensive rebound by Bailey Plummer. Kicks it back out to Porter. Porter calls for the screen from Plummer. Tori Cash fights through that screen. Stanley again on the perimeter. Drives baseline. Avoids Asia Blunt and frees Stanley with a pretty shot.
And Stanley is really forcing the issue off the bounce. She's done a great job getting to the rim.
See, offensive foul there called on Asia Blunt. Actually, 3-second violation on Asia Blunt.
That was a quick
3-second
three-second call. It was barely over half court for that long.
25-25 here. Quarter number 2 as Appalachian State trying to pull off the upset. Let's go to Carolina. Lady Gosnell for 3 is off. Out of bounds off of Pre Stanley. Ball goes to Coastal Carolina.
And App State is setting a ton of perimeter screens, ball screens, and they're rolling hard off of it. They're not getting anything on the roll, but what it's doing, it's causing confusion on the perimeter matchups that Coastal is having. And so there seems to be an open shooter almost every possession. You want to limit that for how many shots Gosnell gets open, or open ones.
So DJ Williams has it down the perimeter, down low to Blunt. Blunt kicks it back out to West. West over to Williams for three. That's off. Out of bounds. Laney Gosnell couldn't control that defensive rebound. Coastal retains possession.
But you love the ball movement from the Chanticleers there. They get to work the ball inside to Asia Blunt. She doesn't have what she wants. She kicks it out. Quick ball movement. Open shot for DJ Williams. You'll take it up any day.
See substitution. Brooke Bagot checks out of the game. Nicola Matthews, senior, out of Adelaide, Australia, checks in for the Mountaineers. Number 4, Nicola Matthews. Inbounds play is stolen by Porter for Appalachian State. Over to Matthews, who brings it up court. Matthews gets the screen from Plummer. Doesn't see Plummer rolling to the basket. You see Porter open from downtown. That's off. Another offensive rebound by Bailey Plummer. And Plummer is one player who can match size with Coastal Carolina.
She's been doing a great job on the offensive glass already.
Plummer down low cannot finish the deal for App State. Williams brings it up court. Williams in a blur. Her shot is off. Quick whistle. Foul on number 21. Asia Blunt, her second. 25-25. We're all tied up here. App State giving Coastal Carolina everything they can handle here in the second quarter. As Matthew brings it up for the Mountaineers. Over to Plummer. Plummer finds Porter. Pump fake by Michaela Plummer. Porter's shot is off. Kemp with the defensive rebound. Williams brings it up. Williams turns it over. Laney Gosnell couldn't handle that pass. Had a wide open Stanley. Stanley, pump fake, drives it. Her layup is no good. Plummer with the offensive rebound. That's off. Rebounded by DJ Williams.
And Plummer's been doing a great job on the offensive glass, but she hasn't gotten any of the putbacks to go. Chanticleer's fortunate on that one.
A lot of missed layups for both sides as Asia Blunt asking for a call. 25-25, App State and Coastal tied here. Welcome back to the HTC Center, and we're all tied up here second quarter. Coastal Carolina and App State. Look at that screen, Coach Collin. Third 20-win season in program history for the Chanticleers.
And it's not just been a 20-win season. They didn't eke out 20 wins. They've got 25 solid wins. This group is used to winning. That's what they expect. And congratulations to Coach Williams and the Chanticleers. Their business is not done yet.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina trying to, again, with today's, if they win today, can clinch a number 1 seed in the Sun Belt tournament coming up, as well as a regular season Sun Belt crown. So a lot on the line today in the HTC Center as Bailey passes it over to Porter, back over to Matthews, over to Bailey, back over to Porter in the corner for App State. Porter drives it down low. Kemp with the good defense for Coastal. Picks it off ahead to DJ Williams in transition. Williams slowed up by Pre Stanley. See Caitlin Roche on the perimeter, back over to Tori Cash. Pump fake by Williams. Down low, DJ Williams. Layup is no good.
And Bailey Plummer, just enough of a presence in there to make DJ Williams think that she's got to alter her shot a little bit to score it. Plummer didn't block that one, but she affected the shot.
Move down low by Bailey Plummer. Good looking move by Plummer, just not able to finish for App State. Kemp with the rebound over to Roche. Roche over to Williams. Back over to Kemp. Roche on the perimeter. Nye Hamilton back into the ball game. Her hook shot off the glass, no good. Janae Kemp battling down low for the offensive rebound. Kemp's hustle created that foul on App State.
I'll tell you what, you've got to appreciate what she does. She does the little things. She gets on the floor for that one. It's knocked out by App State and gives Coastal another possession there. Defense is the name of the game so far in this one. Nobody's found an offensive rhythm.
No foul call on App State. Just ball out to Coastal as Cash. Jump shot from the top of the key is good for 2. Another senior, Tori Cash. App State quickly up court. Stanley in the corner. Back over to Matthews. Matthews dribbles it around the perimeter. Finds Plummer. Plummer sets the screen for Stanley. Stanley pull-up jump shot. Just short off the front of the rim. Laney Gosno battling down low for that offensive rebound. Off of Coastal Carolina. Sorry about that, partner.
I tell you what, I'm impressed with Gosnell so far. She gets it done shooting on the perimeter. She's battling inside. She's kept her team's energy. She's led this team very well today so far.
Laney Gosno, a junior out of Demarest, Georgia, 6'1", can shoot it from the perimeter, can also battle down low with the bigs. As you see, a Mountaineer on the court is Michaela Porter, slow to get up, testing out that knee. She tries to walk it off. Laney Gosno, again, 6'1", can handle it, can shoot the perimeter shot, battles down low, versatile player for the Mountaineers. And App State is in this ball game, Coastal leading it 27-25 here, second quarter action.
And I tell you what, rebounding's been a big deal here. We talked about Bailey Plummer before the game. She's done a great job on the glass, and she's done a great job defensively affecting shots. If she gets a couple of hers to go at the rim, this is a different ball game.
At the shot clock, number 20, Brooke Beckett from downtown puts the Mountaineers back up 28-27. Tori Cash trying to answer from downtown. Tori Cash.
And that's what the Chanticleers have needed. They've needed somebody else to really get involved on the scoring side other than DJ Williams. Williams finds Cash for the 3 there, but somebody's got to be a little bit more assertive for the Chanticleers.
Mountaineers made it a half-court game in this first half. Played really well. Gosnell's pass to Bailey, plucked out of the air. Hamilton with the defense on Bailey. See Bailey battling down low. Foul called on number 32, DJ Williams.
And Plummer just sticking with the play. She couldn't get a handle on it. She mishandled it. She missed a shot. She got it back. She just stays with it. She gets rewarded with a foul there at the end.
No fault of DJ Williams, just wrong place, wrong time. Plummer battling for that offensive rebound. Williams just kind of standing there, called for the foul. Plummer's first free throw was no good.
And Coastal Carolina wants to go this next minute and 47 seconds. They want to be able to dictate and stretch this thing out a little bit.
Plummer misses them both. Critical misses there at the free throw line for Bailey Plummer, who is a 50% free throw shooter. DJ Williams drives it. Can't get it to go, but she's going to the free throw line for 2.
I tell you what, she looked a little bit like James Harden on that one. I counted 3, maybe 4 steps, but I'm not wearing the stripes, so it's irrelevant. But she gets her aggressiveness gets rewarded though. She attacks in transition, a great screen at half court by Camp, and she gets to the rim.
The officials talk. Officials know who players are. They know who's a scorer. They know who's a defender. And DJ Williams got a little leeway on that one at the free throw line. Misses the first one, though. And Williams is a really good free throw shooter.
She gets that second one to go, and Coastal has grabbed in this last 4 minutes or so. They have grabbed control of the tempo of the game. They still haven't been able to stretch it out because App State has been so disciplined, and they've been making plays as needed.
Williams 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, a 76% free throw shooter, as App State is hanging around here in the HTC Center. Matthews, nice pass by Matthews. Foul before the shot. Maya Calder dove to the basket for the Mountaineers.
DJ Williams got caught with her hand in the cookie jar right there. Her body needs to be in the position where her hand was, and that's being an appropriate help side position. She wasn't there. Got another ticky-tack foul on that one.
See, Gosnell gets the inbound. Tori Cash races over to the corner, preventing that three-point shot. Free Stanley jump shot in the lane is good.
I've been impressed with her ability to get to her spots and make the plays that are really helping her team.
See, Caitlin Roche turns it over for Coastal. She picked up her dribble on the perimeter. Turns it over for the Chanticleers, who lead it 31-30 here. 1:07 left in the second quarter.
And a very active zone from App State. They are slowing Coastal down with it, but it's not a zone where they're just sitting back and waiting on Coastal. They're very active and making it difficult for Coastal to get any kind of look that they want very easily in the half court.
See Matthews, pull-up jump shot in the lane for Nicola Matthews, no good. Nia Hamilton, the defensive rebound, up to Williams. Williams finds Cash. Cash back over to Williams. Over to Roche. Pump fake by Caitlin Roche. Cut off on the baseline. Williams down low to Hamilton. She's fouled as she shoots her shot. Now, Nia Hamilton, big games in these last couple of contests, has been quiet today. Fouled on that one. The Chanticleers are going to need Nia Hamilton to get it going if they want to win this game today.
Absolutely, but if you saw DJ Williams drives, Bailey Plummer steps up to help. And as she steps up, that leaves Nia Hamilton open at the bucket. DJ Williams, being the unselfish player that she is, dumps it off to Nia. She makes her first one.
Hamilton's first free throw is good. And Hamilton, the only thing she's done this season is become a 1,000-point scorer. Career leader in Coastal in shot blocks. Multiple double-doubles. Nia Hamilton has had a fantastic senior season. 22 seconds left here in this second quarter. Matthews backs it out for the Mountaineers. Coastal leading at 32-30 over App State. Stanley over to Porter. Porter to Hampton. Hampton to Bailey. Back over to Matthews. 4 on the shot clock. Porter, as the shot clock expires. Porter from downtown at the buzzer. Big shot by Michaela Porter for App State, getting the Mountaineers a 33.
Second half.
Also, a couple of key first half stats. Chanticleers turned it over 8 times. App State only 3. Coastal thrives off of turnovers. App State not giving the Chanticleers easy buckets in transition. And it's one of those key stats that Coastal wants to try to turn around here in this third and fourth quarter. As Camp inbounds it to Tori Cash, and we're underway here in quarter number 3. We look at the keys to the game. Let's revisit those.
And App State defending the three-point line, a key for them to do well in this game. They've done a great job of it. And also them boxing out. And the rebounding game is pretty tight so far. So they are winning their keys to the game. Chanticleers playing their game. I believe that App State has taken them out of their game. And then keeping their eyes on the prize. This is an emotional type game. Senior night. A lot at stake. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
See, in transition off of a turnover, Tori Cash pulls up for the jump shot,
And
giving Coastal the lead once again.
Transition is the play for Coastal. They've got to keep it going. Tori Cash knocking one down there in transition. But I tell you what, they're going to have to keep Gosnell from shooting those open threes. She doesn't get that one to go, but still an open look.
Too much on that three-point shot. Caitlin Roche in transition. Her jump shot is good from the baseline, and Caitlin Roche, the senior, knocks down her first basket of the ball game.
And that's the first time that we've called her name today. She's going to have to be another contributing factor for the Chanticleers on the offensive end. 2 early buckets in transition for the Chants.
So that transition offense, a key for Coastal as DJ Williams brings it fast up the court. Williams finds Cash. Cash, layup is no good. Hamilton with the offensive rebound. Nia Hamilton, her putback is no good. Rebounded by Plummer.
And a fantastic job by Bailey Plummer. 2 hands high, doesn't get a foul called, makes the shot for Nia Hamilton very difficult. Plummer is an inside force.
Another three-point shot for Laney Gosnell and a quick timeout by Angel Elderkin. And we're going to step away.
Emotionless in terms of what we've seen in the past from them. But they've started off the second half with some zip. They've gotten some contribution from players who haven't contributed in the first half. So I would expect their energy to go up from here.
Hamilton's jump shot is no good. Rebounded by the Mountaineers. Porter drives it, cut off by Cash. Good defense there by Tori Cash. Stolen by Janae Kemp up to DJ Williams. Cash from downtown. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Janae Kemp over to K West.
Tell you what, Janae Camp has made so many little important plays for Coastal so far. Without her, this game is not tied.
Williams in the lane. Her jump shot is no good. There's Janae Kemp. Offensive rebound. And 2 points for Janae Kemp.
I'll tell you what, she has been the unsung hero of the game so far. A big rebound and put back right there. Coastal's done a very good job defending in the second half so far. Can they continue it?
6 rebounds and 6 points for Janae Kemp. Coastal Carolina, the junior out of Portsmouth, Virginia. Pre Stanley drive to the basket. Pretty shot by Pre Stanley.
Heck of a finish there by Stanley as she contorts her body to get that one past Nia Hamilton.
Down low to Hamilton. Her shot is no good. The length of Bailey Plummer is matching Nia Hamilton. Hamilton not able to get her shot up over the outstretched arms of Plummer. Plummer down low to Gosnell. Gosnell's fouled by Cash. Mismatch down low. Located by App State as Plummer found Laney Gosnell down low.
And Tori Cash just found herself behind Gosnell there in transition. As a smaller guard, she needs to work to get back in front and make that pass into the post more difficult.
Some substitutions. Brooke Biggett checks in for the Mountaineers. Williams up court, races up the court, and a foul on App State. Williams not able to finish it in transition, but she's going to the free throw line.
And Williams is also the one who got her hand on the inbound pass. She's also the one who pushes it up the court, attacks the rim.
DJ Williams, great transition player for the Chanticleers, knocks down that first free throw after she was a little English on it, a little body language to get that one to go.
And I tell you what, the Chanticleers, they just feed off of her energy and her confidence and everything that she brings. She's got to keep leading.
40-38. Coastal leads it over App State here in third quarter action. Mountaineers down low to Plummer. Finds Biggett on the perimeter. She drives to the basket. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Williams. Pushes it up to Tori Cash. Finds Caitlin West on the perimeter. Back over to Cash. Hamilton at the top of the key. Over to Williams. Crossover DJ Williams. Cut off by the Mountaineers. She pulls it out down low to Nia Hamilton. Hamilton again no good down low, but Janae Camp tries to save it in bounds. Free Stanley has it for the Mountaineers. She pulls it up to Polachek. Polachek finds Stanley from downtown. Her three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Caitlin West. And Stanley picks up a foul at midcourt for App State, stopping that transition opportunity for Coastal.
And the pace of the game is picking up, which favors Coastal Carolina. It's what they want to do. They want to play fast. Stanley shoots a quick three there for App State, which is kind of away from their game plan, at least what they were doing successful in the first half. Stanley goes to the bench right now, but it's important for App State to stay in this game. They need to continue to dictate tempo, which means stay patient on the offensive end. Make sure you get the shots that you want to get.
2-point lead here for the Mountaineers as Tori Cash finds Janae Kemp. Back over to Cash. Matthews gets a hand on it. Williams with the save. Screen set by Hamilton. Williams jump stop, left hand in the lane. DJ Williams for two.
I tell you what, she still impresses me. Like, I've seen her do this, but she still impresses me. Fantastic body control as she goes to the rim there, finishes with the left hand.
4-point lead now for Coastal Carolina. Matthews runs off that three-point line, finds Plummer down low. She's fouled going up for the shot. Opportunity for 2 free throws.
And a big deal there from Janae Camp. She owned that mistake, and she said, that was my fault. And that's one of the reasons Coastal's been so good this year.
We're going to take a timeout on the floor. Up to number 9 in the collegeinsider.com mid-major poll.
And that's because they've been winning and doing more winning. And they have had a great year. They've been fantastic at rebounding. They've been fantastic on the offensive end. And they're number 1 so far. They're tied at number 1 in their league here in the A-Sun. And they've earned that. But they still have some work to do.
Bailey Plummer misses that first free throw. Chanticleers 25-3 overall, 15-2 in Sun Belt play, tied with Troy right now atop of the Sun Belt. Chanticleers win this one. They at least share a Sun Belt crown with Troy. As Plummer misses the second free throw down low to Nye Hamilton. Her left-hand shot is no good. Bailey Plummer has done a fantastic job on Nye Hamilton defensively all game long.
Yep, Nye Hamilton has only, to my recollection, had one really good look, and she missed it almost as though Plummer was going to be there, and Plummer wasn't there. So even when she's not there, Plummer's still affecting the glass.
Yeah, Bailey Plummer has the size and height to contest shots of Nye Hamilton as Gosnell misses the three-point attempt. DJ Williams with her 9th rebound, quickly approaching a double-double. Williams spins in the lane. Her shot is off. Rebounded by Michaela Porter, who gives it to Nicola Matthews, and Matthews brings it up court.
And although Coastal wants to play quickly, they still have to make sure they're getting high-quality shots. A force there from DJ Williams.
Matthews' three-point shot out of the corner is no good. Battle for the rebound between Plummer and Williams. Ball awarded to the Chanticleers.
Coastal has guarded the perimeter much, much better in the second half. Gosnell not getting many open looks, if any, so far.
Nicola Matthews, known as a three-point shooter for App State, not able to knock that one down. Again, Coastal 4-point lead, 3:40 left here in this third pivotal Sun Belt matchup. A regular season crown and the number 1 seed in the Sun Belt tournament at stake for the Chanticleers. Asia Blunt finds Tori Cash in the lane. Kickball by Matthews. Chanticleers retain possession.
And App State brings those 2 players of the zone, the top players of the zone, really high, trying to force Coastal into some pressure, into some poor passing. Now they're even showing man-to-man out of this, out of bounds. Roach can't get it to go.
Caitlin Roach's step-back three is no good for the Chanticleers. Caitlin West tried to save it. She's called out of bounds as the Mountaineers substitute Ashley Polachek, number 23, in for number 4, Nicola Matthews.
And you see Coastal picking up full court, making sure they keep the tempo of this game upbeat.
Half-court trap set by Coastal. Polachek passes it to Porter. Back over to Polachek from downtown. Her three-point shot is good.
And sometimes one of the things that you give away when you pressure so much, some of those rotations, you don't get matched up on the shooters. Polachek gets that one to go.
Tori Cash trying to answer from downtown. Her three-point shot off the front of the rim for Tori Cash.
App State cleaning up the glass, pushing it in transition. Bree Stanley doing what she does, getting to the basket. She earns herself 2 at the line.
Stanley drives to the cup. Avoids Tori Cash. DJ Williams forced the fouls. Stanley not give up that easy bucket. Stanley's going to the free throw line trying to knock down 2. Her first attempt is no good.
And if you're Coastal and you're just looking at personnel, Bree Stanley has gotten to the rim almost all the time. It's what she wants to do. You got to force her into shooting. And she misses
Stanley
2 at the line there.
Both free throws. Cash over to Williams. Williams quickly up the court. Euro round a hater like Rondo, DJ Williams.
I tell you what, Williams got to the lane there because she's so gifted athletically, but also because Asia Blunt was setting a fantastic sealed screen.
You see Blunt caught out of position Kayla Porter able to finish in the lane. Blunt down low. See Bailey Plummer again battling down low. Defensive rebound for the Mountaineers. Polachek up to Porter from downtown. Way off. It's Michaela Porter. Tori Cash fouled on that defensive rebound.
And so
Free Stanley second, team's third.
you look at the tempo, and Coastal has forced App State into playing this up and down game. A quick shot from App State, it doesn't go. Tempo is favoring Coastal Carolina in this third quarter.
Sierra Davis checks in for Coastal for Caitlin Roche. Brooke Beggett checks in for Michaela Porter, as well as Armani Hampton for Lainey Gosnell for the Mountaineers. DJ Williams to inbound for Coastal. Minute 56 left in his third. Chanticleers leading it by 1, 44-43 over App State. Cash finds Blunt. Williams with the pump fake. Free Stanley with the good hands for App State. Williams turns it over. Her shot is no good. It's Free Stanley. Rebounded. Good hustle by Armani Hampton. Back out to Stanley. Over to Polachek. Polachek finds Stanley. Her jump shot in the lane is good for Free Stanley. And the Mountaineers have regained the lead, 45-44.
I'll tell you what, Free Stanley's impact on the game has been felt defensively and by her ability to get to the rim.
You see DJ Williams trying to draw that foul. No call as that matchup zone again, bothering Coastal and Free Stanley from downtown for three. 48-44 now. App State leads it over Coastal Carolina.
Stanley playing with a ton of confidence.
The zone defense is really bothering Coastal Carolina offensively. They have yet to figure it out.
I believe App State has switched up defenses 3 times in the past few possessions, making it hard for Coastal to get a read on anything.
Davis wide open look from downtown, not able to knock it down. Rebounded by the Mountaineers. Polachek takes a look at the clock. 21 seconds left here in his third quarter. App State leading it 48-44 over Coastal Carolina.
And it looked like Coastal was really going to grab hold of this game in terms of the tempo. App State has really done a great job in these past 2 minutes getting it going in their favor.
Biggett with the three-point shot. Rebounded by West. And after three, it's a surprise here in the HTC Center in Conway, South Carolina, as the visiting Appalachian State Mountain. And we are back, almost set for fourth quarter action. App State leading Coastal Carolina 48-44. Sunbelt action here on ESPN+. And this is the fourth quarter. This is a championship quarter for the Chanticleers.
Absolutely, and they've got to dictate the glass. They've got to dictate tempo. App State so far doing a fantastic job. And I tell you what, very, very impressed with Free Stanley and her impact on this game so far.
Yeah, Free Stanley, 17 points. Got up a lot of shots. She's taken 17 shots, but she's been aggressive. And she's knocked down a couple of jump shots in the lane and also being able to just get to the basket and challenging Coastal Carolina as she heads to the free throw line trying to knock down 2. She's off again at the free throw line.
And if I'm Coastal, I think about putting her at the free throw line or Bailey Plummer if this gets, late in the game and you're down a few points and you need to get a possession. You got to take note of these girls who have missed at the free throw line.
Yeah, Plummer not a good free throw shooter for App, only 50%. Stanley, a decent free throw shooter at 77%. Turnover by the Chanticleers. Up now 51-44 is App State. DJ Williams brings it up court. Down low to Hamilton. Hamilton fights. No bucket for Nye Hamilton in this contest.
She is now 0 for 11. All of her shots have been point blank, some of them more difficult than others, but can't underestimate the job that Bailey Plummer has done.
Yeah, Bailey Plummer done a great job today defensively. DJ Williams in the lane. Jump shot is no good. Camp over to Cash from downtown. Her three-point shot is no good. Another offensive rebound for Janae Camp.
And this is uncharted territory for Coastal Carolina. For several games, they have not seen themselves down 7 points in the second half, but they're turning it over at an alarming rate right now.
The turnover there by Tiara Davis on the pass. Trying to find DJ Williams. Bree Stanley left open from downtown. Her three-point shot is no good. Williams gets it off the Camp rebound.
Coastal Carolina still has to get the shots that they want to get.
See Nye Hamilton, her first bucket of the ball game for the senior, Nye Hamilton.
And you've seen her last two attempts be way more physical, a hard pound dribble, dropping her shoulder into Bailey Plummer, trying to get a better attack at the rim.
App State leads at 51-46 here over Coastal Carolina HTC Center. See Beckett drives it around Williams. Her left-hand layup is no good, rebounded by Hamilton. Up to Williams. Williams pushes it up court. You see Polachek try to step in and take that charge. Williams tried to Euro step around her. Tripped up by Polachek. Williams still on the court as Michaela Porter checks in for App State.
And DJ Williams takes on three players there. That Euro step beneficial for her. She gets that foul called. She lays on the ground for a little bit. She's gassed. She's been giving everything for her team. I believe she still has another 8 minutes left in her. Shauna Clear is going to need something special from her.
Savvy move there by Williams to get that extra rest. Hamilton again in the post. Her jump shot is no good.
And that particular time, Gosnell was matched up on Hamilton, and Hamilton took a dribble over to Plummer, who contested her shot.
Hamilton dribbled into Plummer. Plummer able to help out on defense on Laney Gosnell. And Hamilton missed that shot as App State. Nicola Matthews, her pass is knocked out by Camp. App State retains possession. Polachek inbounds it to Porter. See Tiara Davis up on Porter. She turns the corner. Gosnell from downtown for App State. Laney Gosnell from downtown. 54-46 now. App State leads it. See Nye Hamilton again. Not able to finish down low for Coastal Carolina.
And at some point, if something is not working, you may need to go away from it.
Nye Hamilton has struggled mightily today. And you see Laney Gosnell again. 10-point lead here for App State. 6:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Regular season Sun Belt crown on the line for. And we are back. Fourth quarter action here. Coastal trailing App State here on Senior Day, 46-56. And the Chanticleers on the line, a Sun Belt regular season championship with a win, a share at least. What are the keys to the ship for the Chanticleers?
And the Chanticleers have not done what they've needed to. They've not been able to dictate tempo. Their seniors, they've been relying on them, but their seniors, other than DJ Williams, haven't done very much today. And they've looked to ascend to new heights, but App State is looking to take that away, and they haven't played loose. It's almost like they've played, not to lose instead of playing to win. Two very different approaches to the game. Let's see how they finish this last 6:40.
See aggressive perimeter defense here by App State. 13 on the shot clock. Hamilton with the jump shot. Way off for Nye Hamilton. She fights for that loose ball off of the Mountaineers.
And they're going to need some contributions from somebody other than Nye Hamilton. Nye Hamilton has done her job on the defensive end. She's rebounded pretty well, but she's not scoring. She's going to need to trust her teammates for this next 6 minutes and 30 seconds. The Shots only have 2 3 balls from the day.
There you see Nye Hamilton puts it on the deck.
And Nye Hamilton says, Stevens, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go get this bucket. And good for her, but they're going to need more than just one contribution here and there. They're going to have to stop pre-Stanley for App State if they want a chance at this.
But it's going to start on the defensive end, and you can't trade baskets as Ashley Polachek knocks down the baseline jump shot. Cash down low to Hamilton. Hamilton left-hand shot in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams goes up. DJ Williams for Coastal Carolina, 50-58 now. App State leading it.
And DJ Williams will give everything, every ounce of energy and focus and competitiveness that she has to keep her team in the game. Stops is the name of the game right now.
Yeah, DJ Williams up to 23 points, and she comes up with the steal. Williams in transition with the basket. DJ Williams, 2 straight for the senior.
And you see the top scorer in the Sun Belt come get it done as she gets a steal, pushes it in transition. She's elevating her team, the crowd. You can hear the crowd getting back into it.
Good defense there by Tori Cash. Rebounded by Nia Hamilton. Cash slides over, impedes the process of Stanley, makes it a difficult shot. Nia Hamilton cleans it up with the defensive rebound. She's fouled.
And look, there is a reason that Coastal Carolina has been as successful as they have this year. It's because they've got a lot of fight in them. They've got seniors who want to get it done, and they're not going to go away. So although they found themselves down 10 just a minute ago, they're back in this ball game because they're picking up the intensity, they're picking up the pressure, and they're making plays. You got to make plays.
DJ Williams in the lane. Her shot is off, rebounded by Cash. Back over to Williams. Down low to Janae Camp. Camp underneath. Her shot is no good.
And she had an open look, but she chose to dribble the ball back into Bailey Plummer and make it difficult on herself.
Bree Stanley is fouled on the shot. Caitlin West with the foul.
And not a bad foul by West because Stanley has not shot it well from the free throw line today, at least.
Yeah, Bree Stanley, 77% free throw shooter, has missed 5 free throws today.
She's done just about everything else perfectly today. Hasn't shot it well from the free throw line.
Actually, 3 of 6 from the strike today. Knocked down that first one. And if you're head coach Jada Williams, you know you had a game plan coming in, going to your bigs. But if your bigs are struggling to score the ball, you have to rely on your guards, DJ Williams, Tori Cash. They have to get it done.
Absolutely, and it's really important that Coastal still trusts each other as Williams and Hamilton try and make some stuff happen. Hamilton at the rim there. And finally, got a foul. I think that may be the first foul that Plummer's gotten inside today. But as you're Nia Hamilton, DJ Williams, Tori Cash, you got to trust each other. You can't try to get it all back by yourself. You got to trust your teammates as you attack, move the ball for some kickouts.
You got 4:22 left in the fourth quarter as Hamilton knocks down that first free throw. Shauna Clears trailing the Mountaineers by 7. Nia Hamilton struggled from the field, has gotten it going a little bit here in the fourth quarter as she knocks down her second free throw. Shauna Clears now trailing it by 6. Fourth quarter, 4:22 left in this one. Caitlin West picks up full court pressure on Ashley Polachek. You see Michaela Porter drives it to the cup. Camp slow to get over. Porter gets it done with the basket and one opportunity.
And a little dribble handoff right here for App State allows that driving lane for Porter to get to the rim. Janae Camp late on the help, fouling at M1.
Porter's free throw is no good, rebounded by Camp. But again, if you're Coastal, got to stop trading baskets. Got to come up with stops on the defensive end. See Cash just dribbles it into traffic, taken away by Plummer.
And so what you have to do if you're a guard and you drive at Plummer, you draw her and then you kick it out.
Porter, pump fake, dribbles it. Gosnell loses it. Kick ball. Shauna Clear's lucky on that one. Gosnell, good pump fake, drives it to the basket, lost control. Kick ball, possession goes to App State.
I think DJ Williams
Coastal
got her hand on that ball that Gosnell was driving with.
8-point ball game. App State leads it. 3:35 left in the fourth. Coastal trying to secure their first ever regular season Sun Belt crown as DJ Williams gets loose underneath for a basket.
That was a fantastic cross screen. Coastal had some motion going away from the ball there, and then a baseline cross screen for DJ Williams. Frees her up. Got Plummer away from the rim. Easy bucket.
Polachek's three-point shot. Short. Rebound by Kemp. Over to Cash. Torrey Cash pushes it up for Deshauna Clears. DJ Williams fouled by Michaela Porter.
And
not a good foul by Porter.
Actually, not a bad foul by Porter because they're not in the bonus right now, and it slows the tempo down. DJ Williams is thankful for the foul. She leans over there trying to get her breath back.
Yeah, I thought that was the 15th foul. Williams, a great free throw shooter, thought she was going to the line. My mistake, partner. Cash has it up top. Over to West. Back to Cash.
Everybody's standing for the Chanticleers right now.
DJ Williams baseline, jump step, left hand. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Lainey Gosnell. 6-point ball game. And you see DJ Williams picking up the foul in the backcourt.
DJ Williams a little frustrated, or frustration foul. Both teams in the bonus on the next foul.
And App State has had an answer for the runs attempted by Coastal here in this fourth quarter. 2:36 left in this one. Mountaineers leading it by 6. Kay West with a defensive rebound. Taken away by Bree Stanley.
I'll tell you what, App State has been ultra aggressive in getting the ball back. They have come in with some fire today.
And the Mountaineers had nothing to lose coming in this one.
Absolutely.
At 10-17. Playing for pride and just playing to be playing well going into the Sun Belt tournament. Win, lose, or draw. They've done that today. Porter. Drive to the basket. Williams tries to take the charge. Call for the block.
And Williams just a little late on that help. She gets her feet outside of the arc, but her body is still moving. Gets called for a block right there.
That's 4 fouls on DJ Williams. So Michaela Porter headed to the line, shooting 2 for the Mountaineers.
Still plenty of time in this game. The Chanticleers haven't done any damage hardly from the outside. I'll tell you what, if App State had been making their free throws this game, it would already been over. I mean,
Michaela Porter, 73% free throw shooter, misses that first one. And there's pressure on these free throws for the Mountaineers. Not expected to be in this position. And Porter misses a pair.
Now, this is not a time to panic if you're the Chanticleers.
Hell ball. Good fight there by Janae Kemp to get another possession for Coastal Carolina as Williams misses that shot in the lane.
Look, I know DJ Williams is a phenomenal scorer, but those shots are really difficult shots. She's got to get great shots or open up shots for somebody else.
Yeah, Williams right now trying to will her team to a victory as she slices and dices for 2. 62-58, App State now leading Coastal. And timeout by App State and Angel Elderkin. 30-second timeout for App State.
And DJ Williams gets a great one. She sidesteps Plummer at the rim instead of trying to go through her. Most of the Chanticleers have been trying to go through and up and over Plummer, and it hasn't worked all day long. DJ Williams sidesteps Plummer, gets all the way to the rim, and she's keeping the shots in this game.
Minute 33 left in this one. Coastal trying to make program history, trying to bring that first Sun Belt regular season crown back to Conway. Minute 33 left. You got time, but it starts with defense. You got to come up with defensive stops.
You have to come up with a stop, and you can't foul because even though App State has not shot it well from the free throw line, you certainly don't want to put them at the free throw line. Really important that DJ Williams also does not pick up her 5th on this side of the ball. Chanticleers find themselves in a dogfight.
And in the event that this game does go into overtime, if Coastal can come back and force overtime, again, you mentioned DJ Williams, Chanticleer's best player with 4 fouls. See Priest Stanley guarded up top by Torrey Cash. And App State is going to be trying to dribble this clock out. They're going to be content with going with about 10 seconds left. Plummer sets the screen up high. Gosnell loses it up top. Ball on the ground. Shot clock violation as the Chanticleers got the stop they needed.
The Shots never got full possession of that ball, and that's why there was a shot clock violation. Had they have gotten full possession of that and then lost it, the shot clock would have reset. App State could have gotten that back, but fortunate for the Chanticleers, they never got full possession of that.
The More You Know by Coach Colin Stevens. 62-58 here. Fourth quarter, getting down to crunch time as Coastal trying to complete this comeback. Torrey Cash finds Williams, pump fake. Left-hand shot is no good for DJ Williams. Gosnell loses it out of bounds. And I think the referees are going to look at it on the monitor.
I tell you what, I am still impressed.
You look at this replay, Gosnell. We don't have a clear look on our monitor. Maybe the officials have a better view, but the call was made on the floor, the ball for Coastal Carolina. So if it's not enough evidence to overturn it, the Chanticleers will get possession.
And DJ Williams just has no quit in her. She missed that take to the rim. She goes to the rim. She misses it. But she's the one who's scrapping for this ball. That looks like that's off Williams. Looks like it's off her knee. The best that I can see. And this is where you want to start thinking, Coastal Carolina, if this goes to App State, that you have to, who can you foul? Or does, Coach Williams may say play it out. And if you play it out, then you would get the ball back with 19 seconds left. Worst case scenario, you wait on App State and they shoot it and they make it, or they get the offensive rebound. So things to consider as a coach here. How quickly do we foul? Who we foul? I would expect a trap right now. If the ball goes back to App State, I would expect a full court pressure, trap, something of that sort, trying to force App State into a turnover. If it comes out of that trap and you don't get the turnover, that's when you want to foul quickly. Now, that's my philosophy. Coach Williams may see it differently, but it looks like the last vantage point I saw, it looks like that went off Williams' knee.
You see the officials discussing things further after looking at the monitor. Again, call on the floor, possession for Coastal off of App. There's no clear evidence. If the officials can't tell, then Coastal Carolina will retain possession. And that's critical. Down 4 here, 49 seconds left.
Well, at the camera angle that you saw, you couldn't actually see what the ball hit, but an understanding position of the body there, like it couldn't hit anything else except for DJ Williams. Except you can't see it. You can't totally confirm it. And the officials said that the ball was going to the Chants. Do they have enough evidence to overturn it?
Yeah, DJ Williams trying to will her team to a victory. Game high 29 points to go along with 10 rebounds. On App State side, Priest Stanley has gotten it done. 22 points for Priest Stanley, and Lainey Gosnell, 19 big points, 5 of 10 from three-point range.
I tell you what, Stanley
as we
and
look
Gosnell,
at the replay, see
impressive.
If Lainey Gosnell, if the ball went off Lainey Gosnell or off of DJ Williams. See here, you can't really see on our monitor, and the referees award possession to App State.
And so now we see a timeout from App State, getting themselves situated to be on the offensive side of the ball now.
See, head coach Angel Elderkin and the Mountaineers had a great game plan coming into this one. Coastal Carolina averages well over 70 points per game on the season. Chanticleers only have 58 right now, and they've just slowed the pace down. App State slowed the Chanticleers down. Coastal loves to play in transition, hadn't quite been able to play at that up and down pace that they love so much.
And it's not just the zone that they've played. The zone has been so active, and it's taken away clear looks from the perimeter for Coastal. And Coastal just hasn't been able to find an answer for Stanley and Gosnell on the offensive end. I'll tell you what, Plummer has been a force on the inside defensively for App State. Even though she hasn't blocked a ton of shots and done anything supernatural, she's been there every possession.
Bailey Plummer, only 2 blocks on the day. And you see Caitlin West call for that foul for App State. Ashley Polachek for App State going to the free throw line. Polachek on the season is a 69% free throw shooter. First free throw is good for Polachek.
And all you point guards out there who handle the ball late in the game, you've got to be able to shoot free throws. Point guards who can shoot free throws are very, very valuable at the end of games.
Polachek, redshirt senior out of Ottawa, Canada, knocking down 2. Timeout called by Coastal Carolina's head coach Jada Williams. She tries to set up a play for Chanticleers. Trailing by 6 here, 47.7 left in the fourth quarter.
And some coaches will elect to get a quick 2 here, knowing that App State is going to try to defend the 3 well, and they don't want to foul, so you may try to get a quick 2 and then try to get a steal, or you may go for the 3 right here. Coach Williams has been drawing up plays very well all year long. It'll be great to see what she gives us today.
Critical possession offensively here for App. You don't need a 3 if you're Coastal Carolina, but a 3 would be great. A bucket is what you need. And then set up your defense. Try to get a steal or a foul very quickly. DJ Williams has it. Williams drives it. Jump shot in the lane, off. Asia Blunt, offensive rebound. Blunt goes up with it. Her shot's off. Hamilton, and 1. That's the last thing that head coach Angel Elderkin wanted. Offensive rebound by Hamilton. Goes back up with it. Completes the 2-point play with a chance for 3.
Absolutely, and you see another opportunity at the glass right here. Bree Stanley not really thinking right there, and she knocks Nia Hamilton on the arm. Hamilton needs this one to go. Now the Chanticleers still have to make something happen defensively.
Nia Hamilton knocks down the free throw 3-point game here. Another timeout by Angel Elderkin. And this is interesting. 36 seconds left in this ball game. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Do you play it out if you're head coach Jada Williams, try to get a defensive rebound, or do you play the foul game and put the Mountaineers on the free throw line with pressure?
If it was me, I would elect to foul somebody soon and give my team enough time to make something happen on the offensive end, because there's no guarantee that you can make something happen. And so you're down 3. I think if Stanley is in the game, you maybe look to foul her. She's had some issues at the line. Porter has had some issues at the line. Certainly, if the ball goes to Bailey Plummer, you look to foul her. I would be surprised if App State even looks to get the ball in her hands. But they've got some good free throw shooting guards in App State. So again, I would expect pressure here, but not necessarily a quick foul, because they're still going to look to turn over App State if you're a Chanticleer.
Mountaineers guards Bree Stanley, a 77% free throw shooter, and Ashley Polachek is a 69% free throw shooter. Lainey Gosnell, 71% from the free throw stripe. So Coastal can't be too picky on who they want to foul. Try to come up with a steal quickly. If not, foul someone and try to extend this game.
Absolutely. Interesting setup here for App State, making sure they're able to get the ball in. They get it to
Polachek.
Polachek.
And DJ Williams does not want to foul, as she has 4 fouls and a lot of time running off this clock. If you're Coastal Carolina, Williams pressuring Polachek. Polachek trapped. Polachek to the foul called on Caitlin West.
Wow. That is a rough call for the Chanticleers right there.
And you hear the crowd here at the HTC Center as you look at the replay. Polachek trapped by Williams and Cash, and Caitlin West just trying to get the ball. Lainey Gosnell is awarded 2 free throws. Kind of bang call there. Goes in favor of the Mountaineers, and Lainey Gosnell coolly knocks down the first free throw.
And the Chanticleers elect not to foul early there. They had DJ Williams on the ball.
Gosnell knocking down 2 free throws here. 18.6 seconds remaining. App State leading Coastal Carolina 66-61. What's at stake? A regular season Sun Belt championship for Coastal Carolina and the number 1 seed in this upcoming Sun Belt tournament.
And look, Chanticleers, who had already beaten App State by 27 earlier this year, coming in an emotional day, knowing what's at stake. And the way App State has played today has been surprising that they are currently 10-17. I mean, 10-18, I'm sorry, 7-10 in the Sun Belt, but they played with fire. The players that have needed to get things done have done so. The last thing App State needs to do right now is foul.
Roche finds Williams. Screen set. Tori Cash fouled up top. And Tori Cash is headed to the free throw line. Last thing you want to do if you're Michaela Porter, foul Tori Cash. Allows Coastal to go to the free throw line to get points with the clock stopped.
And the foul happens 27 feet away from the basket. It's just not a smart play from Porter there.
Tori Cash headed to the free throw stripe. Knocks down the first.
Coastal's done a great job at the free throw line. They're going to have to pick up with some pressure here and do something quickly.
Cash knocks them both down. 14.9 remaining here in the fourth quarter. App State trying to inbound it. Stolen by DJ Williams. Williams jump stop, fouled, and one. DJ Williams with the opportunity to tie the ball game.
I tell you what, it looked like they counted the basket. It looked like she took a step after the foul, but what an impressive play from DJ Williams. She goes to the other side of the court in order to compose herself.
Do you believe it?
I'm not surprised.
DJ Williams steals the inbounds, fouled, and the all-important free throw for the senior. DJ Williams, ice water in her veins, and the Coastal Carolina can't inbound it. Once again, Bree Stanley races up the court. Stolen by Caitlin West. Over to Tori Cash. 6 seconds left in this one. Cash looks up. Tori Cash at the buzzer. Nye Hamilton. And we are headed to overtime in the HTC Center.
Wow.
Coastal Carolina had a shot there at the end.
They did. And their defensive pressure was interesting, to say the least, because all they needed was a stop at the end. But they get a steal.
2 steals.
They get 2
One
steals.
to tie the ball game.
Absolutely.
Tori Cash, another steal opportunity to win the ball game. Frenetic pace couldn't quite find a great shot at it. Got it up on the rim. Gave herself a chance. Not able to knock it down as you see Cash looking up. Nye Hamilton gets the offensive rebound on the missed shot. Not able to get it up before the shot clock. But Hamilton was fouled on that shot if you look at the replay.
But that would not have counted. It wouldn't have counted. What an incredible finish to regulation there.
What an improbable finish. What type of college words or big words can we use? Improbability, unlikelihood. Jay Williams able to tie it up at the free throw line on a three-point play. App State turns it over. Coastal with an opportunity to try to win it at the buzzer is no good, and we're going to overtime, tied at 66. Gosnell and Hamilton jumping it up for both teams. DJ Williams controls the jump. Over to Cash. Back over to Williams. Corey Cash surveying things on the perimeter. Finds West. Over to Williams. 14 on the shot clock. Down low to Nye Hamilton. Hamilton, her shot is no good. Rebounded by Janae Camp. Camp gets her own rebound. Tied up. Possession arrow favors App State.
I tell you what, same game plan for Coastal to get the ball inside, and same result as we saw in regulation. Plummer just there, like she's not going anywhere, and she's affecting every shot.
Yeah, Plummer just standing there, and Bree Stanley uses her burst of speed to get to the basket. Fouled, can't complete the play, but it's going to the free throw line.
And App State has been using that ball screen action between Plummer and Stanley all game long. It's been very difficult to guard for Coastal. They've done a pretty good job. Nye Hamilton hedges well. She moves on her feet well. But Bree Stanley does a great job there.
You see Bree Stanley knocking down that first free throw for App State. And Stanley's had a big-time ball game here on the road. Stanley able to knock down two.
A couple of clutch free throws right there.
Substitutions. Caitlin Roche in for Kay West. And Asia Blunt checks in for Janae Camp for Coastal Carolina, who now trail it 68-66 in overtime here in Conway, South Carolina. Williams over to Cash. Cash down low to Williams. Beautiful play. DJ Williams.
Now Coastal has to think about what got them back into the game. It was pace. It was pressure. It was all the things that elevated the energy of the game, and they can't all of a sudden slow it down now that they've got an extra 5 minutes.
Porter with a jump shot in the lane. That shot is off. Battle for the rebound. App State retains possession. Ball called out on Coastal Carolina.
Coach Williams going a little offense-defense here, bringing Camp back in and West back in. A stop here for Coastal will be massive.
All tied up here in overtime, 68-68, 3:46 left. Shot clock situation. Shot clock did not reset. As the officials discuss things, both teams are going to go to their respective benches as the referees try to sort this time situation out. 68-68, Coach Collin. What a ball game thus far. App State pretty much in control throughout the entire fourth quarter. Late rally by Coastal, forced overtime, and here we all again tied up in overtime, 3:46 remaining.
And the late rally by Coastal happened because of full court pressure, getting App State out of their offensive flow of everything that they wanted to do. I don't think Coastal should go away from that. If they get this ball back with a stop and they get a bucket, they still got to dictate tempo.
Polachek inbounds it to Stanley. Stanley loses it on the baseline. Turnover, App State.
And the reason Stanley loses that is because DJ Williams, I mean, we've been talking about it all game, but she's in help side position. She is where she needs to be all of the time on the defensive end. Not only is she brought them back in the game offensively, but she leads them defensively as well.
DJ Williams has done it all season. Continues to do it in today's contest. She has it on the perimeter. Screen by Blunt. Blunt down low. Foul called on App State. Hamilton trying to create position. Foul, foul called on Bailey Plummer.
And Nia Hamilton gets to the line here because she was fighting for position with Plummer. Plummer's been doing a fantastic job all game long.
Got Hamilton going to the free throw line, shooting 2. And Hamilton misses that first one. The senior on senior night struggled offensively the entire game. Still has 12 rebounds and 10 points in this one. Just trying to go out on senior night with a bang.
She was a little tentative on that first one. Shot that second one with confidence.
There you see it again. Full court pressure.
Yep. Some pressure from Coastal. I tell you
Stanley
what,
breaks that pressure.
Bree Stanley has handled pressure. She's handled the ball. She's made shots. She's had steals. Right there, she handles pressure very well. She breaks pressure to score.
See the zone defense. See DJ Williams with 4 fouls, crashing that offensive glass, creates a jump ball situation.
And the ball goes back to Coastal, but hey, she was fortunate to not get number 5 called right there.
You can't stop a player from being aggressive, no matter if they have 4 fouls or not. DJ Williams gives Coastal another possession, trailing 60-79 here in this overtime session. Williams on the inbounds, over to Blunt. Blunt, shimmy shake, finishes it. Asia Blunt for 2.
And Asia Blunt shows something that Plummer hasn't seen all game, which is a couple of post moves. Not just trying to shoot over her, but a little shoulder shake, some footwork, great hands, and touch finish there.
Gosnell over to Plummer on the perimeter. Polachek pulls up, jump shot. No good, rebounded by Hamilton. Kicks it to DJ Williams. Williams in the open court. Stopped by Polachek. Cross court to Cash. Over to Roche. Roche pump fake. 4-3. Rims out for Caitlin Roche. Shella Porter. Mismatch down low. Good defense there by Tori Cash. Standing her ground against the bigger Lainey Gosnell.
And Coastal fortunate in there. They had 3 players hanging back in transition, arguing with the referee almost because they didn't get a foul call here. You see them, they're back in transition. And so App State pushes the ball. They miss a bunny there. You can see Coastal has picked up their defensive intensity, and it's put App State on their heels just a little bit these past couple possessions.
Good pressure right there defensively.
Absolutely.
By Coastal. Polachek inbounds it to Bree Stanley. Stanley in the lane, pulls it back out. Stanley back in the lane, finds Gosnell.
Oh, wow.
Her shot is off.
Wow.
Nia Hamilton. Hands straight up in the air, defensive rebound. DJ Williams in the open court. Pulls it back out. Spin move by Smith, tripped up by Porter. By Williams, tripped up by Porter. Williams is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Minute 47 left. App State 2-point blank shots underneath the basket to retake the lead. Just could not knock them down.
DJ Williams in the mix of all of it. Nia Hamilton hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end tonight, but she gets a block there and a big rebound on a critical play of the game. DJ Williams at the line for 2.
Michaela Porter has fouled out for App State as DJ Williams knocked down that first free throw.
Very important that the Chanticleers do not foul now.
Huge free throws under pressure for the senior DJ Williams. Bree Stanley brings it up for App State. Screen set by Plummer. Williams flies out at the shooter. Janae Kemp late getting over. Bailey Plummer not able to knock down the shot, but she's going to the free throw line to shoot free throws.
I tell you what, Coastal Carolina has rotated defensively well for so much of this season and even for so much of this game. Janae Camp a little late there, but instead of giving up the and one or the bucket, make Bailey Plummer earn them at the free throw line.
You force a 50% free throw shooter to knock down free throws, and she's able to make the first. Huge free throws there by Bailey Plummer. Not a great free throw shooter, knocking down 2.
Coastal's got to make sure they get a fantastic shot. Oof.
Tough pass there by West. Jump ball, possession goes to App State. Chanticleer is leading 73-72 here in overtime. Tough pass there by DJ Williams. Hasn't made a lot of mistakes today, but I bet the senior would love to have that one back.
Absolutely, and just you've got to be so certain on your passes.
Full court pressure by Coastal. Caitlin West making it difficult for the Mountaineers to bring the ball up the court. Minute 8 remaining here in overtime. Coastal leading App State by 1. Down low to Plummer. Plummer puts the Mountaineers back up top. Under a minute now.
I tell you what, the poise from App State at the end of this game has been impressive.
Tori Cash dribbles it around. Over to Williams. Williams up top. Pump fake. In the lane. Shot rims out. Janae Camp. And Camp is fouled on her attempt. Janae Camp is going to the free throw line to try to retake the lead for Coastal Carolina.
I tell you what, she's not a player that always gets talked about, but she's done so many little things today that have kept the shots in the game. Goes up and snatches this rebound. I tell you what, she could play on my team any day.
Janae Camp, big free throws here. Knocks down the first, tying this ball game up at 74.
I'm impressed with the post players for both teams and their ability to make free throws at the end of games here.
Camp misses the second. DJ Williams working on that offensive rebound is fouled by Bailey Plummer. DJ Williams is going to have an opportunity to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws here. You see the replay. Plummer with the shove in the back. Just a slight push by Bailey Plummer.
That is a tough break for App State.
DJ Williams knocks it down to give Coastal the lead at 75-74. Williams, ice water in DJ Williams' veins, knocking down both. Stanley brings it up for the Mountaineers. Huge possession here for App State. Stanley drives it, ties the ball game up. Free Stanley slices and dices to the basket.
Now, if you're Coastal Carolina, you want to make sure that you get the last shot no matter what of this ball game.
Tori Cash up top for Coastal Carolina. Over to Williams. Williams looks up. DJ Williams in the lane. No good. Nye Hamilton at the buzzer.
Wow.
And we are headed to get another overtime.
Oh, man.
Nye Hamilton, offensive rebound, had an opportunity.
Another opportunity.
To win this ball game for Coastal. No good. Going to OT number 2, 70. I mean, basically everyone on each team is in foul trouble. Not everyone, but Bailey Plummer has 4. Cree Stanley has 4. Brooke Baguette has 4. Michaela Porter has already fouled out for App State. For Coastal, DJ Williams has 4. Caitlin West has 4. Janae Kemp has 4. Tori Cash has 3, and Nye Hamilton has 3. So you're in double overtime. It's a war of attrition. Let's see what happens. Hamilton. Caitlin West. 45 minutes apiece for Tori Cash and DJ Williams. What more could you ask out of your seniors? Williams over to Camp. Over to Cash. Williams drives it. Not able to finish in the lane is DJ Williams.
And you got to think those 45 minutes are wearing on DJ Williams' body. How hard she plays, it just comes up a little short on that one right there.
That's a shot that you would expect DJ Williams to knock down with ease. Not able to convert. App State with the opportunity to score the first points of double overtime. Bailey Plummer on the roll. Williams comes over for help D. Plummer's gimpy. I think she banged knees with Williams. Williams in the lane. Floater. Off the mark for DJ Williams. Bailey Plummer is going to have to take a seat on the bench, and as she limps on that knee.
She has been a warrior all game long.
Maya Calder is inserted for App State, and when Bailey Plummer goes to the bench, you lose size. You see the height difference between Hamilton and Maya Calder. To see if head coach Jada Williams wants to try to exploit that mismatch.
Absolutely. They've tried to go inside all day long to no avail. Let's see what happens as she's out. Plummer.
See Nia Hamilton, hand straight up in the air. Offensive rebound there by Calder. First points of OT goes to App State.
Now DJ Williams needs to continue to use her teammates. It's really important. She brought him back into the game, but it's important that she still believes and shows faith in her team.
You got a timeout by head coach Jada Williams trying to set something up. Timeout on the floor. We're going to step away. Double overtime. App State leading it over Coastal 78-76.
How fast does Dove Dry Spray actually dry? Dry Spray dries in an instant, leaving these men with nothing to do in this ad. Thankfully, we've got something to fill the time, instantly putting these guys back into their comfort zone. Dove Dry Spray dries instantly and keeps you protected for 48 hours.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or aircraft. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside every Marine. Battles won.
And we are back here in the HTC Center. Double overtime action in the Sun Belt. App State with a 2-point lead over Coastal Carolina. And Coach, we're in double overtime. A lot of players have played a lot of minutes. They got to dig deep here. Coastal is going to be taking the ball side out, trailing by 2. How much do you think the Chanticleers have left in the tank?
I'll tell you who's not going to stop fighting is DJ Williams. This is a critical possession right here, as Coastal has the size advantage now with Plummer on the bench for App State. They use their cross screen play. They get it to Nia Hamilton.
There you see again, big action. Asia Blunt misses the first one, gets her own rebound, is fouled on the second one, and Blunt's a great free throw shooter for Coastal Carolina, over 89% on the season.
And they take advantage of their size. They go high-low. Nia Hamilton catches that about 12 feet, 10 feet off the block or so. She dumps it down to Asia Blunt. Can't get it to go. She goes to the free throw line, but they're taking advantage of their size. And Plummer's on the bench rubbing her knee. She's not in good shape.
Yeah, Plummer does not look like she's going to be coming back in this ball game. They're putting ice on that knee for App State. So the Mountaineers may be without the services of of Bailey Plummer, who has been a difference maker in that painted area defensively for the Mountaineers.
But the Mountaineers still have Bree, Stanley, and Gosnell, who have done it on the offensive end very, very well. No need to foul here for the Chanticleers. Their pressure has allowed Bree Stanley to get to the paint. She didn't finish that one, but in the scrum, App State comes out with the rebound.
Under 3 left here in double overtime. All tied up at 78. Polachek dribbles it around the perimeter for App State. Trying to pull off the upset. Polachek pulls up. 3-point shot off of the glass for Ashley Polachek. They're going to look at that one to see if it was 3 points.
To see if the shot clock went off. I believe it's out of her hands. I think that's what the first referee signal was, that he's calling it a 3. It's good, but did it get out of her hands? And it's very clear that it's out of her hands.
Out of her hands. Polachek off the glass for 3 for App State. So the Mountaineers are going to be leading this ball game 81-78. 2:45 remaining in double overtime. It has been a war of attrition. Over 40 minutes played by Tori Cash as well as DJ Williams for Coastal Carolina, and Bailey Plummer has played 42 minutes. She's now on the bench. Pre Stanley has played over 42 minutes for Appalachian State.
And I'll tell you what, Polachek comes up with a big 3. And if you have one of your top players that goes out, there's other players that have to step up. I don't think Polachek called that one off the glass, but she still knocked it down. What can Coastal? Can Coastal get a great shot on the offensive end? It's only a 2-point basket. That's what they were reviewing. Only a 2-point basket by Polachek.
Yeah, I thought her foot was on the line. Was not sure. So 80-78, App State leading over Coastal. Double overtime. Cash over to Roche. Back over to Williams. Williams cross court to Roche. Roche down low to Blunt. Blunt goes into her move. Up top to Tori Cash. Cash pulls up for the jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Caitlin Roche. Back up to Tori Cash.
And this is where it's going to be hard for App State. Can they rebound without
Asia Blunt
without
down
Plummer
low.
in the game?
Yeah, no Bailey Plummer makes a huge difference for App State as Asia Blunt is able to finish it in the lane. We're all tied up, 80 apiece. 1:56 left in overtime. Polachek pulls up for the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Hamilton. There you see again, no Bailey Plummer. Offensive rebound easily for the Chanticleers. Down low to Blunt. Up top to Hamilton. Back over to Williams. Williams surveys things.
Wow, 3-second call on Asia Blunt.
3-second violation called on Asia Blunt for Coastal Carolina. Big call there. 1:34 remaining in double overtime. We're all tied up at 80.
Now look, if Asia Blunt gets the ball 7 feet from the basket again with somebody that she has a 9-inch advantage over, she's got to go to work.
See West pressuring Polachek up top. Polachek pulls it back out as she surveys things on the perimeter. Gosnell. Maya Calder misses a bunny down low, gets her own rebound, and is able to finish.
And DJ Williams with 4 fouls can't be too aggressive right there.
Williams loses it. Jump ball goes to App State. .2 remaining here in double overtime. Coastal Carolina trailing App State 82-80. Polachek gets the inbounds. Camp pressures over to Gosnell. Over to Nicola Matthews. Back over to Polachek.
I'll tell you what, Polachek has really held the pace of the game. She's handled the ball well. She's made some big plays, but she has not turned the ball over, more importantly, against the pressure from the Chanticleers, giving App State a chance.
Really good floor game today by Polachek. Matthews in the corner. Her 3-point shot is no good.
Oh, wow. Now they've
Turnover
got a foul.
by the Chanticleers.
Not a clean outlet pass from Nye Hamilton to DJ Williams, and they lost the ball in transition. App State fortunate there. They've got the ball here. Chanticleers have to get their heads together quickly so they can make a play.
See Hamilton trying to find Her teammate in transition, Bree Stanley. Coastal Carolina has the foul here. DJ Williams does not want to foul because she has 4 fouls. 9.8 remaining here in double overtime. Tori Cash picks up her 4th foul.
And Bree Stanley, fortunate she didn't get a push-off call. West tried to sell it. Referees were not buying. Big free throws here.
Nicola Matthews, the senior out of Australia. Huge free throws. And the first one is no good.
Maximum here, a 3-point game. If she does make this, Chanticleers have got to push and get a shot quickly.
Second free throw is good for Matthews, and Jada Williams calls timeout for Coastal Carolina. And what is your best 3-point play? Do you go for a 3-pointer?
Absolutely. I think you go for a 3 because if you miss it, you also get an opportunity to get the offensive rebound and a kick out.
Not a lot of time left in this one. 9.8 remaining. App State with the 83-80 lead over the home team, Coastal Carolina. And we're in double overtime. Players are tired. Players are gassed.
Yep.
Who has that last bit of energy to try to finish out this ball game?
Yeah, and I think you want to go to Tori Cash, you want to go to Caitlin Roach or Kaylin West for the 3. DJ Williams, I just don't even think has the legs. So maybe she's the decoy here. She's also a fantastic player. Could she will a 3-ball in? Maybe. But I think you don't necessarily want to go to her for this.
Williams.
App State could foul here.
Tori Cash for 3. No good. Back over to Cash. And her shot is no good. And App State with the upset over Coastal Carolina. 83-80 in double overtime.
It's a heck of a game. App State, great game plan. Kudos to them for not, mailing the season in. Impressive win from App State.
The App State Mountaineers came in here near the bottom of the Sun Belt standings. Came in here and played well. Forced double overtime.